Hello, everybody. I hope y'all can hear me. So nice that y'all are here. We're excited. I think I had one scheduled last night, but I meant to do it for tonight because I don't work tomorrow. So we off. Hope everybody's doing a good. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you can hear me. Hope you're all doing good. Work's been pretty crazy. I only get one weekend off a month, and I'm off next weekend, so we got a bunch of kids at work. I love them to death, but man, I can only handle them for 3 weekends a month, I tell you. It was a long summer because they work more through the week during the summertime. They just went back to school this last couple weeks, so it's nice to get a little break from them. I love them to death once again, but man, they a handful sometimes. How y'all doing? Um, Shoot, there was something I wanted to talk about and I done forgot. I think I'm getting too old. Two girls. Yeah. How old are the kids, the girls? I know we got they start hiring at 14. But the 14 and 15-year-olds, they can't do everything. Like they can't do the grills, they can't do the fryers, or the oven. They can really literally only make sandwiches, uh make drinks, and hand out food and run the registers. I think that's about it. Oh, they can do the toaster though in the microwave. One is 3 and one is 9. Oh, that's a fun age. I remember when mine were that little. Oh, what you said one is 31? You got a 31-year-old and a 9-year-old? I was about to say, man. Oh, okay. I was about to say, man, that's a big old jump. I thought um my babies, well, they're not babies, but the oldest is 32, will be 33 in December, and then my youngest just turned 18 in January. One is 3 and one is 9. That's a love. Oh man, I remember when my munchkins was. Sometimes I wish mine were that little again because they were just so adorable. I mean, granted they were a handful, but I wish they was little sometimes. It's hard seeing them growing up and living their lives, and they don't have time for mom too much anymore, but they every now and then they'll have some time for me, which is nice. So enjoy it while you can because man, two of them live in about 3 hours away from me. So we set up a thing where like every other month I go up and I visit for a day. However, this month we were kind of hit with some unexpected vet bill. So we weren't able to go up and visit them. It is hard watching them. Yeah, I believe it. It is hard watching them because they get so independent. They don't need you as much anymore. I completely, I get it. I for real, I get it. I know when my oldest, because I was really young. I was only 16 when I had my oldest. So I guess you can say we kind of grew up together. And so when he turned 18, that was so hard. So hard to, for one, admit I had an 18-year-old. Two, they wanted to move out and live their life. And I mean, I miss them being home and being able to get those hugs anytime and, cuddle up, watch a movie. And my youngest, when he was little, he never sucked on a pacifier. So he would suck on his bottom lip and then play with my hair. Like he would twirl my hair in his fingers to go to sleep. Okay, you be super careful out there. Thank you so much for coming and saying hi. I really appreciate it, but be very careful, please. And I hope I catch you on the next one, okay? You have a good night. But yeah, oh, bless you. I'll say a prayer. You be safe out there tonight. Hopefully it'll be good. Hope and pray. Uh, my youngest, no, my youngest. He would twirl my hair in his finger with his finger, and then of course once he falls asleep, yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Please be safe. I'm sure you've made it this far. I'm sure God got you. As me and the hubby always say, God hasn't carried us this far to drop us now. But he when he would twirl my hair, and then when he would fall asleep and like roll over or something like that, he would move and literally rip my hair out my head. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, dude, that hurts so much." I seriously think I got like a receding hairline almost from it all. Not to mention all these little short hairs, these little baby hairs. But does anybody have a question? Um, uh, Anything you specifically want to talk about? I know I'm on this journey to being a recovery coach. It means so much to me to be able to help people that is struggling like me and my hubby did. Um, we are 5 months or 5 months. Ooh, it's been a long day. I'm sorry. I had to work. I got up at 2 o'clock this morning. I apologize. It's almost literally my bedtime. I'm old. I'm really not, but I am. I sleep like an old person. I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, but I'm off tomorrow. So that's why we're here. But anyway, I want to be able to help people that are struggling like we were. Um, right now, we have 5 years and 4 months clean and sober from pain pills and math. I don't know if you're supposed to say that stuff. So I apologize, people. Please don't. I'm not trying to offend anybody or anything like that because I'm just trying to be honest because honesty is the only thing that will help people that are in active addiction, are in recovery. You can't sugarcoat it. That's what I learned anyway in my 5 years and 4 months. As I figured out today, it's 1,936 days. I'm not figuring out the hours. That's way too many hours. But I really, I know there's one person that I helped after we got sober, ran into an acquaintance that we would do dirt with or whatever. Um, and I recommended for them to go get help, and they did. And last month was 2 years that they had clean and sober, and I was so proud. And that really put a fire under my butt to really get out here or put myself out there to be a recovery coach. I'm my therapist. She said she was really super excited when I mentioned and asked if she knew anything about it. And she got super duper excited because She knows me. She knows my personality. I'm a people person. I always talk through all the groups. I really try not to. Like, I really try to let other people talk. However, when there's that dead silence, I start talking. I can't help it. I'm a talker. I'm a people person too, though. I really enjoy, like, one thing I noticed at work, like, when I am the MOD, I don't get, I get a few, not necessarily complaints. It's just people that are aggravated because they had to wait a while, or maybe something was mismade, or maybe there was a misunderstanding in taking their order, so it got mismade. So we fix it. I always, with a smile, I'll fix it. I just want you happy to be able to come back, because that's my job security, for real. Like, if you're not happy, you're not going to come back. Therefore, I don't have job security if you ain't coming back, because that's why I'm there, is to serve you. But of course, on the weekends, the kids, I mean, it's their first, most of them, it's their first job ever. They're 14, 15s, a few of them are 16 years old. They don't have that work ethic that Gen X does. My mom taught me my work ethic. My mom taught me work hard, work smart, and do your job with a smile, no matter what you're doing. And I could, it does not matter to me what I do at my job. I can be in the back, in the front, upside down, inside out. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to do it with a smile. I'm one of the most loyal employees, dedicated employees. I think that's why my boss likes me so much. But with being in recovery, and my boss knows all about my recovery journey and me being, where I was and where I am. Well, I didn't know him when I was in active addiction. I've been with him for, tomorrow is 2 years. Oh my goodness. A little light bulb just went off. I can't believe tomorrow will be 2 years that I'll be with my boss, with my employer. That is amazing to me. I'm so excited. And I'm off tomorrow too. So I think that maybe they gave me that day off as like a happy anniversary type thing. I don't know. I know I got a raise at the beginning of July. And I didn't even have to ask for it, which was pretty nice. They just automatically gave it to me. So that was really super sweet. I have one of the best bosses in the whole wide world. I really enjoy working for him. He's a family oriented gentleman, him and his wife, that they're amazing people, really. I haven't got to meet the wife yet, though. Been there, I can't believe I've been there almost 2 years. I've heard so much about her, but I've never got to meet her. Hopefully one day I'll get to meet her. I've heard a lot of good things about her. But anyway, back to recovery. Um, Being a recovery coach to me means, so I can't really explain the emotions that come over me when I think about helping people, because I am an empathetic, I think that's the word, empathetic, I think. I'm a very empathetic person. I can understand where people come from. I can understand, they may be having a bad day. They're not necessarily aggravated at me. I don't take it personal if they lash out at me. I don't take it personal, because I know it's not my fault they're having a bad day. Because how can you get mad at this? I mean, come on. I'm sorry. I'm being a cheese ball. Anyway, I'm so sorry. It's the lack of sleep, I think. Don't we all need sleep though? um, Thank you guys so much for visiting the channel, sharing a few moments of your time. It means so much to me, and to build to this community means even more to me, because with the fentanyl epidemic that is going on out there, it is so scary. I know one of the viewers is a police officer, and he's mentioned about the problem with overdoses and things like that. And it's scary. I've had to help somebody because I carry Narcan. I've let neighbors know, I have Narcan, and they've knocked on my door. And to see somebody that is about to die was the closest I ever want to get to that. I mean, it was an eye opener. Even though I was sober and clean, it was really an eye opener. It said so much to me. It means so much to me. I know my bonus kids, my bonus daughter, my bonus son. Um, Unfortunately, but fortunately, or I should say, fortunately slash unfortunately, my stepson is in jail at the moment because of his addiction. Hopefully, he is learning his lesson. He'll have to do some time in there, and I think I've mentioned that on a past video. He'll have to do about a year, and then he is trying to get into a rehab, I believe he said. So that will be good. I've told him for it, even boy, even before he started doing meth, we told he smoked weed so much. He was seriously addicted to it. The boy would spend his last $5 on a blunt, not have no food for nothing to eat, nothing to drink, no cigarettes, nothing. The boy would have absolutely nothing, but he would have a blunt. I used to tell him, and I was joking with him in a way, but I really wasn't. I was trying to be serious and letting him know how serious it was that he was like that. You know, he's the one person in this universe that needed to go to rehab for weed. However, the case has turned, and now he really does need to go to rehab for not just the weed, for the meth and anything else that he has done. We just know it's been weed and meth. We're not sure about anything else. But it he'll have to do drug court after he does some time, and then hopefully, I mean, he'll still be on probation for a while after that, but hopefully he will learn, there's things you can't do that. You For one, to be a part of our life, and my stepdaughter, my bonus daughter, sadly, she did learn this and she completely understands. If she's using, we cannot be a part of that. For one, it's heartbreaking to see her like that. You can't hold a conversation with her because she has literally had 10 thoughts in one sentence, and it was you could not hold a conversation with her. All I could ever do was walk away crying because it was just so sad and heartbreaking. I think that's probably one of the first things that made me think, man, I need to get help, because that was one of those times was before we got clean and got help. It was so sad to see her down that road. And now I talked to her the other day. She sounds so much better. You can actually talk to her and she understands. It's it, it fills my heart with so much joy that she wants to do better. And I told her I can hear in her voice she wants it. I know the last time she got out of jail, she was only out of jail for a week, but she knows, she recognized what she did. She's slowly learning things that are triggers, which is important, especially in recovery, because you have to be able to know those triggers, either stay away from them so you don't go back to using, or find a way to work through it. And she's able to recognize triggers, and that makes me happy. So this last time when she got out of jail, she went right to her sister's house, which is the best place right now for her. She knows she can't drink. She's mentioned that before, and I don't think she's been drinking. I believe she has smoked some cannabis. Um, However, she, I mean, I'm not condoning it. I don't not condone. I, what is the word I'm looking for? As long as it doesn't lead to anything else, I don't mind the cannabis because myself, we don't live in a legal state. So legally, I can't go buy or go to the store and get real cannabis that's legal in like Michigan, where I'm originally from. I'm originally from Michigan. It's legal, recreational and medicinal use there. I can't go get that kind. But here in Tennessee, we have, I think it's like a 0.3%. It's a very small amount. They call it like Delta or um some CBD, something like that. But it's that stuff is what's legal in my state and in my area. And with my chronic pain, my fibromyalgia and my osteoarthritis and things like that, my, you know, issues that I do also have PTSD. I mean, I have mental health not issues, because I've worked for the most part through it. I handle it very well. I don't take antidepressants. I don't want to have to take medicine all for the rest of my life. It's bad enough I got to take a Zyrtec every day so I can have my little fur babies. Where'd she go? She right here. This one right here. Little pretty girl. You can't see her. I'll kind of sort of see her. It's Pooty Woo. Pretty girl. She hears me. I know she does. Her little ears are wiggling. Pretty girl. But sorry, my lips are dry. They parched. Gotta put on some tart juicy lips. It's the best stuff, y'all. Not sponsored. But I'm happy to see Sabrina. I'm happy to see her wanting to do better. We love her so much. And she has overdosed at least one, if not two times, I believe. And that's scary. Like, the, just the thought of a possibility you could lose a child, it is gut wrenching to say the least. And I don't want to have to do that. Even my bonus daughter, any of the five kids that we have between us, I don't want to lose any of them. I love them so much. I know they had a very difficult life growing up, losing their mom when they were so little. Um, and I've tried to let them know, I know I'm not your mama. I could never replace your mama, but I'm here and I can help you as much as I can, as long as you're clean and wanting to help yourself. It got to the point where my stepson was not even really trying to help himself. He was just really mooching off of us for 4 years. So we really had to nip it in the bud. And I guess the courts kind of did that, helped us. I guess it was a blessing in disguise, after praying and praying and praying and praying and praying and praying and praying about him. The Lord finally answered our prayers in a way that would benefit him. I hope, anyway. I have faith that the Lord has answered our prayers to the fact that he will get the help that he needs, because he will have to be going through drug court. He will be held accountable for any relapses, any misconduct, any illegal conduct. be held accountable for that. He'll be held accountable for any dirty UAs, and I think it's going to be the best for him. I really think it's going to be the best. He thinks that he doesn't need counseling or therapy or anything like that. However, the boy does. Losing your mom at such a traumatic young, or in such a traumatic way. She overdosed. The day before that, their stepmom overdosed in the same house. They found both of them. So the first day was their stepmom. The next day was their mom. And their dad at the time was in jail. And so for that traumatic, I really think, and I've discussed it with the hubby, I really think their brains got stunted at that age because they were so young and they act so immature, almost like they're still at that age when they lost their mom, which I believe they were like 13, 14, either 12, 13 or 13, 14, but I think it was 13, 14. And they really have been like mentally stunted at that age. And so for my stepdaughter to really want to do better now, it makes me so happy because I know she can be she's still young. She can still be whatever she wanted to be. If she wanted to continue her schooling, she could continue her education and still make something of herself, which anybody can at any given time, really. However, when you're younger, it's still a little easier. Then when you get older, before you got a mortgage, a car payment, a this, a that, insurance, and you know, it's a little easier to do when you're younger. I think there's more grants and things like that that people can utilize or younger adults can utilize to help pay for that education as well. I know in Tennessee, I believe they have like um 2 years free at a state college or something like that. My munchkins didn't go to college, so they wanted originally they want the funny thing is originally so far two of the three wanted to be in the military. Well, they fell in love, so then they didn't go to the military. The youngest, he wants to be a what was it? A lineman, lineman. And the funny story about it is when we were having dinner and he was telling me, I thought he was talking about football for crying out loud. I didn't know what he was talking about. I thought he was talking about being a lineman on the football team. I didn't know he was the quarterback. I thought he wanted to be a lineman instead of the quarterback. My bad. No, he was a lineman that he was talking about. I had to look it up and do some research. Is one that works on like the power lines and stuff like that, and they can travel for like disasters and when the power goes out, that's what he wants to do. So I'm really proud of him for that because I know that's going to take an extensive amount of education and training and all that just so he can come home safe. Because Lord help me, please come home safe. That would, oh man, once again, you got to think about losing a baby and you don't want to think that way. I don't want to think that way for real. So but I'm really glad that the bonus kids are getting the help that they need, and I can't I have such a vision for the channel. I know my video skills are not the best. We're learning. We are learning. um I do it on the phone for the moment. When we can, we will get a new laptop so we can use that because there is some ideas that really want to be able to do. I really want to learn how to edit better because I know editing a video would make it even that much better. Instead of hearing all my ums and uhs. I know I used to tease my mama before she passed away because every other word was and. And I used to tease her all the time when she'd be talking. She'd have about 20 and ums in a sentence, and I'd be like, and. She'd be like, shut up, Sherry. um, see, I do it again. I can't help it. Uh, but I really am looking forward, and I know it's not going to happen overnight. I know, but that's fine. I mean, this is something heavy on my heart and dear to my heart. It's going to take a lot of hard work. I know how to do that. I work hard 5 days a week at work. I know how to do hard work. And once I get better with the editing, and getting more comfortable for one on camera, because I still feel so goofy. I don't understand why. I feel like a clown. Hopefully, I don't come across it. Man, I look a little pink, don't I? Well, pink is my signature color, so well, there we go. I'm so sorry. It's been a very long day. A very, very long day. And it is literally, I really wanted to be able, they say there may be a chance to see the Northern Lights again tonight. There has been a few times in our area that people were able to see the Northern Lights, and I missed it because I was so tired I fell asleep. Well, the first time I didn't know. The second time I fell asleep. And I have been trying to catch it any chance there may be. However, when it gets to 10 o'clock, I can't hold my eyes open. And we live kind of we live in city limits. So we would have to drive a little ways to go see them. And come 10, 11 o'clock, for one, I'm not usually up at 11 o'clock. It's a rare chance that my butt is still up at 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock is pushing it. Usually if I'm in bed by 10 o'clock. Like, I don't know why. I know if I have to work, I have to be up at 2 o'clock. So 10 to 2, that's 4 hours of sleep. That's usually what I get at night. So yeah, this is what we get after 4 hours of sleep and working all day with 14, 15, 16-year-old kids. You get a little nutty. But hopefully, I know if I try to go see the Northern Lights, which we just have to drive up the road just a little bit, just to get out of what do they call it? What is it called? Light, like the lighting from the city. Like there's a glow of light when you live in a city. Light pollution. Man, that was a hard one to think of. I'm sorry. Ooh, Sherry. We would just have to go a little north to get away from the light pollution to be able to see them better. But once again, it's 8:30 my time right now, and I'm already tired. I'm trying to think, can I make it 2 more hours to be able to try to go see the Northern Lights? I think there's a better chance tomorrow, so I may shoot for trying to go do it tomorrow. However, the next day I have to work, and that means I have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm almost wondering if I need to get on that NOAA prediction forecast because they have like a little map that shows the prediction of aurora. And I want to say like the best time to be able to see it is like between 10 and 12. But of course they say 10 and 2, which I could get up a little earlier Oh, that might be an idea. Hmm. I wonder if I should try to do that. I wonder if I go to bed extra early and then try to get up a little extra early to be able to see them. I wonder if that would work. Hmm. I don't know. I may have to ponder that for a minute. Um, well, it was so nice for a couple people to pop in. Um, I guess I'm trying to think if and why do I look so man, I look so tired. See these bags? That's from lack of sleep and working all day. Ooh boy. We need to put some more concealer on that or something. Boy, oh boy. Ooh-wee. I really want to thank everybody that has given a few moments of your time. Time is so precious, you can't get that back. I really appreciate that. And I'm really hoping on my journey to being a recovery coach, I really hope that with the channel and the platform and my goals for being a recovery coach, I really hope that it could I could tell my stepdaughter's story. She's That girl has lived a life, I tell you, a hard life at that. I would love to be able to talk with her one time and maybe kind of interview her per se on here so all y'all could get an idea of what it she lived on the streets. I mean, she was out there for a while and at a very, very young age. So I would love to be able to get her and, in a sense, interview her, be able to ask her questions. I think I'm gonna do that when we get the channel a little bigger. I really want to say, let's see, let's set a goal. What's a good tangible goal? Let's see. We are at right now 65 subscribers, which thank you so much to every one of you. I really appreciate it. It it warms my heart. Um, let's see. What's a good tangent? Should we do 1,000 or is that too much? That's going to take a while. I don't know. Well, I don't know though because we've gotten thanks all to y'all. We've added 20 subscribers just in the last month. Thank you guys so much. Which is one of the reasons why we can go live right now. That means so much to me, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. One of you 65 of y'all. Um, I really want to say, should we shoot for 1,000? And we'll get her on here and listen to her story because it's something. Her story is I've only heard a few bits and pieces of it. And the bits and pieces that I did hear made me cry, of course. And of course, I wasn't even clean at that time. So I can only imagine hearing her story now that we're clean and sober and she's clean. Um, man, maybe 500. Maybe 500. I want to do something special at 500. Maybe not interview her or have her on. I think we'll save that for 1,000. I think that's a goal. At 1,000 subscribers, we will have a live event. We will have my stepdaughter here sharing her testimony live. Maybe. Maybe I better ask her first, huh? But no, we will have an interview with her. Maybe not on live, maybe not on live. However, at 1,000, we will have an interview per se. Not necessarily interview, but just getting her story, sharing her story at 1,000 subscribers. Yes, I think that is a goal. I'm going to set it right now. 1,000 subscribers. We will have my stepdaughter, maybe, hopefully on a live. That way y'all can ask questions too. But at 1,000 subscribers, we will sit down with her and talk with her about her story and let her share her story. Yes, goal set. And that's crazy because I'm one of those people that set up Google Maps and it says you're going to get there in 54 minutes. And I'm like, bet, watch me get there in 50 minutes. I always got to beat Google Maps, whatever it says. I can't help it. It's like part of OCD, maybe. I don't know. But okay, so 1,000 subscribers. We will talk with Sabrina and get her story and her testimony. I know, like I said, she's been through it by her choice, of course, but she's been through it, and we are going to get her and share her story and her testimony and help even more people with it. At 500, we need to think of something we can do special for 500 subscribers. I know one thing I want to do. I have so many ideas. I got to wrangle them together somehow and organize them too. I'm going to have to think of something, a goal for the 500. I want to do something special for the channel. I know one idea I've been pondering is going out and talking to people on the streets, seeing what their opinions, asking questions, um, if they have any loved ones that are in active addiction or were in active addiction or that are in recovery now. That's something that I want to do. How about at 100 subscribers? 100, not 500. We're talking 100. 100 subscribers. I will go out somewhere. I don't know where. I'll find a space. I'll find a public place that I will talk to people, ask them if they are in recovery or if they have any loved ones in recovery, if they have any loved ones in active addiction, see, get out in the community and really get the word out. That's going to be at 100 subscribers. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm going to have to think of something for the 500. I think I'm going to have to think of something for 500. If y'all have any ideas on what we could do special for 500 subscribers, let me know. So we have a 100 subscriber goal and we have 1,000 subscriber goal. Maybe we should put Sabrina at 500. What do y'all think? Should we do the interview with Sabrina at better yet? Yeah, we'll do Sabrina at 500. We will talk to Sabrina's story at 500 subscribers. So don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. And then 100 subscribers, I will go out. I will figure out a place in public where there's people, of course. I can't go talk to grass and trees, whatever. I'm not a tree hugger. I'm not. Which, don't get me wrong, I appreciate tree huggers. I don't judge. I'm no person to judge. Only God can judge me. I don't judge anybody. I may think you a little silly, but I ain't gonna judge you. Um, at 100 subscribers, we will go out and talk to people and see if they have anybody that's in active addiction or recovery and what they might know, and just get out there and spread the word. Break the internet with sobriety. Hashtag break the internet with sobriety, by the way. See that right there. You see it right here. Scrolling down below right now, right here. See, go right there. Hashtag break the internet with sobriety. There it went. Um, but right now, folks, I appreciate everybody that stopped by and gave me a few moments of your time. Thank you so much. I'm getting really tired. My eyes are getting really heavy. I don't know if you can tell. I'm going to need some toothpicks soon to hold them open. My baggage is in overtime right now. It's ready to get put in the overhead compartment and refresh for tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, make somebody smile today. It could mean the world to them. And you never know what they may be going through. We can't walk in their shoes. Thank you guys once again so much. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Sherry's Recovery Corner, right here on YouTube, streaming by StreamYard. Thank you guys. And y'all have a great day. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.